Okay guys, Les Cubes here, and we're playing Close Combat Last Stand Arnhem once again. Last episode we defended West Arnhem against this regular Wehrmacht infantry unit, Comfort Bruins, and I believe that's probably what we're going to do in this one too. We've got a pretty solid perimeter. We've got control of both of our drop zones for supply. First air landing holds Oosterbeek. First para holds Arnhem. I'd like to get a unit into North Arnhem, but I can't. I don't have anybody spare right now. Pulling fourth off of the landing zones is not acceptable. I'd rather have to fight them on the bridge than give up the DZs. Once West Arnhem is secured, I might pull off of there. I'm vulnerable from the south too, though, because we don't have a unit to hold the rail bridge, and they can cross from Eldon to the rail bridge. So that's a matter of concern. The only new arrivals this evening, this is midnight on the 19th, are Comfort Nulk, which are occupying our old drop zone Y at Ginkle Heath, which we are no longer in need of. So let's get going. And Noak is actually going to attack drop zone, or LZL, which is okay. Yeah, we'll see how that one goes, and then we'll also have to defend West Arnhem once again against Bruins. Let's see. The game wants me to do West Arnhem first. Okay, we'll get on that. I do have another Vickers team. I can swap one of my teams out for a Vickers team. I'm really tempted to do that. It's nighttime, so he's going to have the benefit of the cover of night to kind of prevent me from doing what I want to do. Who do I want to pull off the line? I kind of want to keep this gun in there. We're going to take this weak Payat off of there. And, yeah. I'm not going to try the same thing I did last time where I tried to flank him. That was ill-advised. He's bringing actually a heavier stack, it looks like. He's got more regular infantry. Panzeraufklärers, those are pretty tough scouts. And a heavy MG42. That's a nasty unit. So he's got SS with him too. That's that could be problematic. I do have plenty of Payat teams in reserve, so we'll go ahead and put them back in reserve, and also another rifle group, maybe? Yeah, I want to pull some of these tired rifle groups off. Just, it seems like the thing to do. Okay, so his deployment, again, is pretty limited. He can get in here. He's going to have a better opportunity to do damage to me than he did last time, but still not very good. This gun was completely ineffective last time, so we're going to move it. I'm really tempted to just, consider it a loss and not even try and employ it if I really think about things. If I put him there, what can he do? Dick. He can do Dick. Yeah. That's no good. we're just gonna leave it there, and he's gonna go on out and defend, and we'll let that work as it may. We're not even gonna try that crap again, because that just, I got a bunch of guys killed doing that. It was dumb. Shouldn't have done it. But the overall template of how I had things set up seemed to work pretty good. Now, again, he's going to have the cover of night to help him out here, and I very much suspect that'll give him a actual advantage. But that's part of the game, I think. That's like a balcony, right? Yeah. That might be a good spot. And this Vickers team seemed very effective last time out, so we'll let them do the same thing. I do have some decent. That's right. I have 2 Vickers now, which means I can get a little bit more fire out. I very much. I'm not sure if he hooks left. He's gonna have to fight these guys, and there's pretty good triangulated fire there. If I'm actually reading this right, I could be super sneaky and drop a team in there. That seems like a terrible idea. Can I? I can. That's a quirk of the game. That seems quite unwise, because he's gonna have guys in there. So we're not gonna get cute like that. We're just gonna play it straight up. There's the other mortar team, right? Yep. Alright. You guys go defensive and dig in, please. Just, yeah, find a tree. Hang out by the tree. Aha. Glad I found that out. That would have been pretty bad. I might be actually underutilizing this this building here. Okay, so he's making a heavy push here. And he's got troop concentrations, which means it's mortar time. He's not being subtle here. He's just going for it. So they're going to disappear, and then they're going to come up here and face just an absolute wall of fire. We're going to go ahead and illuminate this. He's going to be real close to my guys when he comes up here. Where's his mortar team? Right there. Same spot, huh? And that's part of close combat, is kind of listening for where things are coming from and judging how to use your assets based on that. Alright, he's going to try for this one again. You sure about that, buddy? And just kind of the character of these things is it's just going to be a meat grinder. These guys are about to get a pretty rude awakening. So are my guys, apparently. He did have bounding fire there. Do anything with the gun. What happened there? Shit. Team surrendered there. Apparently they weren't too fond of their commanders ordering them to be massacred. A lot of fire in this area, so we're just going to try and drop a couple of our last mortar rounds in there. Alright, now the mortar teams are regular infantry once again. He keeps doing that, and he keeps forgetting that I have no reason to give him one. This is our only weak spot right now, is this dead Bren team. I need to get this Bren, or this Vickers team on that, where's he at? Here? I think he's in there.
Redeployed.
expensive. Again, I don't think we're gonna clear him out of here on this one. He's pretty well entrenched. If we want to take this back fully and stop having to defend it from this team, we're gonna have to get aggressive, and I don't want to do it at night. Especially not when he's got more ammo than me. The terrain he has to attack across is very poor. Not in a huge hurry. But I'd really, really like to remove this threat.
Just got hit.
He's got an AT team here. That's what these guys are, Panzerschreck. That's SS guys, you can tell by the tunics. They wear camo, whereas the regular Wehrmacht guys are just gray wool uniforms. He's got 2 or 3 teams lodged in here. That AT team's in here somewhere now too. Him illuminating this is curious. He might be trying to push here. He would be correct to do so. That is my weakest point defensively. I'd have to, if I lose these guys, I have to collapse this team kind of down. Perhaps. But I'm not seeing a push from him. I'm just seeing like this one team. That said, this could very well be a situation where he's trying to distract me with those guys, and then, or this guy's just gonna run away. So, yeah, I don't know what he's got going over here. He might have just wasted his flare. His mortar team's out of ammo, because that's them. That machine gun went silent. I don't know where he's gone. He's probably moving them. But that's probably his best position, is this house. He certainly seems to prefer it anyways.
Sir, enemies offered a ceasefire.
Let's conserve ammo for a second. Let's see if he decides that me letting up means something more than it does. Come on out, I dare you. Again, really limited ammo with these guys. I mean, we're down to like, 10, 20 rounds each. If he had the will, he could put a real hurt on me. But he doesn't have the will, I don't think. I'm going to pull him off that corner because he's out there by himself. May be unwise. I may just be giving him giving the enemy a chance to occupy that, but we'll get him looking out where he was. Now I can use illumination. He's gone silent too, which tells me that he's planning something, he's moving, he's thinking. I fully expect him to come out through here. And that's my hope, is that he's going to try another frontal while my guns are silent, and then I can just light them back
Sir,
up.
enemies offered a ceasefire.
I don't wanna use the illumination until he's given me some inkling of his intent. Take the team bar off there. I do like to keep the mini-map up because then I can see, you know, if anybody just kind of spots a unit. Also, I haven't used this feature at all during this campaign, but I can zoom out and see the overview of my guys. So that you see a guy there in those woods, right in there. They're moving around in there. They're gonna come out. These guys are anyways. I don't know what this guy... looks like he's going back up the hill. If he's gonna do it piecemeal, he's gonna lose again. Go defensive. Once again. I probably should have let him come out of the tree line first, but... And you can see how you can game the AI a little bit there. If you stop shooting, he's going to start moving. Obviously, his men come out of suppression, and he's better able to get them moving, get them back in the fight.
Sir, enemies offered a ceasefire.
Which is a way to kind of like lull him into doing what you want him to do. There's no sign of movement over here. This guy was pretty far forward, which I probably should have kept him there. I just didn't feel right leaving him out there. Maybe I feel a little weak after getting, you know, a whole 12 guys killed over here for nothing last time around. It's got a weak grenadier team. 2 guys alive? Maybe 3? What's he gonna do? What's his intent? The only team with any decent ammo down here is this Vickers team. That one gun can seriously blunt any attack on this position, though. Ultimately, my defense here is pretty gamey. Like, if you were actually defending this, you wouldn't necessarily have the benefit of knowing that the enemy was coming and knowing where he would be. Like, you know, this time we knew, okay, he's defending, or he's deploying in this area, so we have to defend against that front, and only that front. These guys are coming out. We're gonna give it another go. So, if this was more realistic, you would be defending hard points only, like really good defensible positions that you had good fire lines from, and you'd also have a more collapsed defense. You wouldn't have, like, I have 2 lines here basically of infantry. It looks like they were just setting up on that. Because they came to the tree line and then they... Oh no, he's moving again. Let's wait. Just a little bit. He's sending an AT team out. That kind of screams to me as probing. I'm going to let... No, we're not going to let him do that. We're gonna... Instant suppression on these guys. They're freaked out. But yeah, if I had to defend this, you know, against an unknown enemy or an unknown deployment, I would be pretty much focused around this center, this high ground in the center, and I'd have security on my back, which I just can't, you know, I don't have to do here because I know where he's coming from. So that is kind of a weakness of close combat, and you know, every game has its weakness. Every strategy game or any game. You know, most of my gaming anymore is racing, and you can jump between title to title, and everything kind of has a strong point. Everything has a weak point. Anyways, once again, he's still got this AT team here. They're just kind of defilade from me. Once he crosses this ridge with them, they're toast. But
Sir, enemies offered a ceasefire.
He's bleeding himself dry just doing this, because I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of bodies out here. I guess another weakness of just kind of strategy games in general, but certainly close combat, is this is all representative. The actual battles would involve, you know, many more men than I have here. But also the space, you know. West Arnhem here is not a contiguous, or is not a separate thing from Arnhem proper, or from the bridge, or from Oosterbeek on the outskirts. So, you know, I would be on a grand scale defending a much longer line, and I'd have to be more selective about my positions in order to defend that. And I do have the benefit of defending a narrow front against a known enemy, which is always very beneficial. And it's possible that as we move on here, that this will get a little repetitive, a little boring. We've already defended this quite a bit. So you guys are just gonna chill there, huh? Is that your goal? Is that what you're thinking?
Sir,
who can see him? I don't know who can see this team. Is it these guys? No, they're all in defilade. Well, anyways, that is this episode. We've once again defended West Arnhem against the Wehrmacht advance, and he's paid for it. 10 killed, 22 wounded, 3 captured. I've lost 3 killed and 8 wounded. So he's paying for every inch of ground he takes. We'll go ahead and come back on the next episode and see what's going on.